Hello everyone, welcome back to MLS Moves. Please make sure you like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget, when we hit 5,000 subscribers, we're not going to only be giving away one jersey, we're going to be giving away 2 jerseys. Yes, that's right, 2 jerseys. So make sure you subscribe so we can hit our goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of July. Now, back to the video. Well, that was an absolute disaster that we witnessed between Pachuca and the Columbus Crew for the 2024 Concacaf Champions Cup final. Now, there are a lot of things you could blame on why this result was so disastrous for Major League Soccer. You could say that the Columbus Crew weren't prepared. You could say that having to play on the road at Pachuca was a disadvantage for the team because they're playing at higher elevations. You could blame spending, but at the end of the day, the Columbus Crew just got outmatched and they were outclassed. They never had a chance in this game from start to finish. Pachuca was the better team, and I want to focus on what does MLS have to do to make sure this doesn't happen again? Because it's a reoccurring thing that Major League Soccer always disappoints in the CONCACAF Champions Cup final. This is not anything new. In 2018, Toronto lost to Chivas. In 2020, LAFC lost to Tigres. In 2023, LAFC lost to Leon. And now in 2024, Pachuca beats the Columbus Crew. I've been thinking about this a lot. This is a couple hours after the match, and it's just sad that the league, MLS, does this to itself. They have 3 designated players, meaning you can pay 3 players on a team whatever you want outside of the salary cap. In 2024, this rule came out in 2007. Okay, we have dated rules still. They introduced targeted allocation money to try to help with the middle of the roster. And it did help, okay? MLS never used to make any CONCACAF Champions Cup finals. Now they are, but they're not winning them. Only one time, Seattle Sounders 2022 against Pumas. It's just sad because they could be doing more to make sure this doesn't happen. If MLS were to say tomorrow, hey, there are no more roster regulations, spend what you want. Does anyone really believe that MLS wouldn't be competing on a global stage? They wouldn't be signing better players? They wouldn't be dominating this region? I think they would. It wouldn't even be close, in my opinion. Liga MX doesn't have any financial restrictions. The only argument you can make is a club like Chivas, who only allows the signings of Mexican players. They have no transfer fee regulations. They have no salary cap regulations. They're allowed to do what they want. And MLS won't be a serious league until they do the same or increase spending drastically. I'm not making this video to be bitter towards Liga MX. They clearly won fair and square with the rules that were placed. It's not their fault that MLS is slow when it comes to evolving, spending more money, giving the club more resources, helping their teams out. That's not their fault. They're doing what their league allows them to spend and how to build their teams. There's no CONCACAF restrictions on how many players or what you can pay a player or how many DPs. None of that. It's just free game. You are allowed to roll out your team, however your roster or however your league allows you to build them. Now, I want to talk about Don Garber. I respect what Don Garber has done for the league when he took over in 1999 because the league was on the verge of collapsing and folding. They were losing money. There were 3 owners who owned all the clubs in the league. And he did the best he could to keep the league afloat. But now it's time to move on into a new forward-thinking generation that takes the league into a new direction. Major League Soccer needs a commissioner who's not going to keep us to where we're on the verge of competing with the Liga MX teams. We need a commissioner who's going to help elevate this league to be competing with the top 5 leagues in the world: the Bundesliga, La Liga, the Premier League, Serie A. That's who we need to be competing with. I'm tired of chasing Liga MX. We should have passed them already, but we haven't. They're still better than us. And it was apparent tonight. Even if the Columbus Crew had a better roster on paper, they got smoked 3-0 to Pachuca. And that's because we don't have the leader, the forward thinking person to help these teams build the rosters the way they need to be built. League's Cup is a sham. It doesn't matter. It's all played on U.S. soil. It's all played away by Liga MX teams. And it doesn't matter if an MLS Cup wins it because it's not a fair tournament. It's not. That has no bearing on what I think about each league. MLS should win that tournament. They have more teams. It's all played at home, all played on U.S. soil. So things have to change. There are teams in this league that would be more than willing to spend the money to make their clubs better. And we've seen it. Inter Miami signed the biggest name in the world, not in just soccer, in sports in general. Every person on this planet knows who Messi is. And what are they doing to capitalize on it? If you were ever going to loosen the purse strings, allow teams to spend the money on players, acquisitions, right now would be the time to do it. You have the biggest brand where every person is keeping an eye on your league. More interest than the league has ever had. The World Cup is coming in 2026. What are they doing to get these fans who watch the league in 2026 or have their eye on the league after the World Cup's over on U.S. soil, right? What are they doing to make sure these fans want to stay after the 2026 World Cup? Messi's not going to do it. It's not even guaranteed he's going to be in this league in 2026. His contract's over in 2025. He'll be 38 years old. Who knows what his condition's going to be? He already has injury issues, right? It's not Messi's fault. This happens with age. You get injured. The older you get, it happens. The body breaks down. What's the plan? What are we doing to make this league better? When you have a league that's 30 years old and it's in the United States of America with all the investment opportunities and all these billionaire owners, the increase in production and quality should be going up exponentially, not slow. I understand the slow growth back in the day because they were going to fold. They had to be careful. They didn't want the league to go under, belly up. But that's not the case anymore. There are millions and millions of fans in this country craving, just absolutely begging for a good quality league at home. And MLS falls short every single time. It always leaves much more to be desired. And it's hard to defend this because even a person who covers the league, loves the league, wants to see the league reach its full potential, I'm even lost because I don't know what the direction's going to be. There wasn't any significant roster rule changes after having a record investment after the summer of last year with Messi coming into the league. The Apple TV deal, regardless of how you think about it as a format to watch the games or accessibility, it's paying them more now than they ever have made in any other media rights deal. Where are they investing this money at? It's really hard to defend this league. It's really hard to defend this league. It's been coming harder and harder to do it. I've got several friends who at one time were MLS lifers, diehards, would do anything to defend this league. They're fed up with what's going on. They're fed up with it. People said they've lost interest. Why watch a league that doesn't believe in itself, invest the resources to make itself better when you can watch the Premier League? You can watch La Liga, you can watch Serie A, you can watch the Brazilian league. There are so many other leagues that are better than MLS. It's not a top 10 league in the world right now. It's fringe top 15. Honestly, if you're being honest with yourself, you would agree with that too. So I'm going to do what I can to try to make sure that this league or hold it accountable to make it a better league. And it's getting harder because nothing's being done. I keep trying. I'm honest. I call balls and strikes. I'm not a shill, but I'm not an MLS I'm not a Euro snob either. Things have to change or 2026, the most important year of US soccer in this country is going to be a missed opportunity. And I don't know if they can recover if it's not met or if we don't reach the expectations of what this thing can be. There will never be an opportunity like this. The league has the potential to just rapidly grow. You have all these eyes on the league in 2026 who don't normally watch MLS or give a shit about MLS. They're going to be giving it a shot. Now it's time to keep them. Spend the money. Spend money to make money. That's what you have to do. 2 or 3 names this summer is not going to cut it. You can't just sign Griezmann and Giroud and maybe De Bruyne and think, okay, we made it. No. You can't have defenders making $80,000 covering guys making $6 or $7 million. What kind of quality is that? Be a serious league. We deserve it. And I expect more from Don Garber, honestly. I don't want any more sidestepping the issues, lying, manipulating, or just kind of spinning the narrative about, oh, we made it. We haven't made it. We're not even close to making it. I don't care about this Liga MX versus MLS All Star game. It means nothing to me. It means nothing to me. Things are looking grim right now, honestly. I'd love to know what you guys think. This was just embarrassing. This was probably the most embarrassing performance in MLS history, just because of where they're supposed to be and where they're actually at. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is going to be fixed. I have no confidence in Don Garber. Like I've said, we need to have a change in leadership before 2026, which is when it's rumored he's going to step down. Needs to happen sooner than that, or we're in trouble. So, yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section, how disappointed are you in MLS at this moment? Have you been lower on them than you are right now? And what is it going to take to finally fix this issue that should have been fixed years ago? Years ago. Until next time, I will see you all soon.